Alright, welcome back guys to my review of this week's WWE Monday Night Raw for August 27th, 2012 from Milwaukee, which actually had a pretty dead crowd for most of this show. But it starts off with Michael Cole. He's reading a tweet that Jerry Lawler put out when they went off the air last week. I thought it was going to say, "My head hurts," but it's something about how CM Punk shouldn't have to kick people if he's the best in the world. So Lawler gets in the ring, he's pissed off, and he says that this isn't how Raw usually starts. Actually, it's exactly how Raw usually starts. And he wants an apology from Punk, so Punk comes out, puts down Lawler, puts down Memphis, puts down his commentary skills, says he can tell that Lawler wants to fight him. He tells Lawler that he's going to be embarrassed tonight. He's either going to fight Punk and lose, or he's going to refuse to fight him and look like a coward. Lawler says that he will think about taking Punk's challenge later, and Cole says that Lawler just got punked out. We get Swagger versus Ryback. Swagger's back on television, been gone for a while. They put over Ryback never facing anyone like Swagger before, even though he has. And Ryback wins. Wasn't the best match or anything, but Layla versus Natalya. Vicky comes out, says she has an important announcement. And she stands on the stairs the entire time. She says, "End this match quickly because my stuff's more important." Makes the Divas look like total shit here. Reminds me of the thing Cole did where he would stand up and yell about how this match needs to end during the Divas matches. But anyway, there was this one spot, and Natalya sits on Layla's chest, and Layla pushes her off, and Natalya flies through the air and takes a bump on her ass. It was so ridiculous. I watched it back like 3 times. Like, what the hell was she thinking? Layla does some more of her dancing, and I don't know, she wins after a kick to the head. But Lawler actually says that Vicky's yawning during the match, and Cole says she's not the only one. And yeah, that was it really. Vicky takes the mic and says that she should be the general manager, not AJ. She's pissed off at AJ for making Dolph put up his case. AJ comes out and just attacks Vicky. We get a video of Triple H's DX moments. Bryan is in anger management class. He says he couldn't be calmer. These skits tonight were hilarious. This one was pretty good too. This little kid comes in with a goat face mask, or a goat mask, and it's the anger management teacher's son, and Bryan freaks out. He's acting all calm until he sees this, and they were pretty good. Bryan was awesome as usual. Charlie from Lost is the social media guy this week. I just kept thinking, you all, everybody. But yeah, I mean, I know him from Lost for sure, and Lord of the Rings. Jerry Lawler says that he beat Ventura, Dutch Mantel, Harley Race. CM Punk couldn't make it in Memphis. He brings up Andy Kaufman, which actually reminded me of an awesome tweet CM Punk put out last week after Raw, where he said he kicked Lawler for Andy Kaufman. I thought that was great. And Lawler says he accepts Punk's challenge. He's going to fight him. He's got to man up and do what he's got to do. John Cena versus Miz. Josh Matthews is back for commentary. Cena wins with the attitude adjustment. It wasn't a bad match. Miz actually looked pretty strong here, so this wasn't too bad. They're taking a poll for the Punk-Lawler match. It's going to be tables, cage, or no DQ. It was a cage, as we know. Another Triple H video. Man, they were really all about some Triple H tonight. It was way too much. More anger management. Bryan is sitting there while other people are telling their stories, and he looks really bored. And then Kane comes in. Kane's the last patient, and he sits right next to Bryan wearing the Predator mask. And they just sit next to each other like they're friends or something. It was great. This was amazing. Heath Slater versus Santino. Santino goes for the Cobra, but he gets distracted by Oksana. He still hits the Cobra on Slater for the win. Cole says, "I can't even believe I'm talking about this." And it was completely ridiculous. Like, her music hits and the Cobra instantly looks away. It's so stupid. Damian Sandow and Cody Rhodes versus Sin Cara and Brodus Clay. Interesting matchup. Didn't really care much for the match, though. The heels cut promos. Brodus beats Cody with the splash. Sin Cara does the Brodus Clay dance afterwards. Didn't care for this. Last anger management skit. This one was very good. Kane is talking about his childhood, everything. His brother burning his parents, or setting his house on fire, something like that. I think Undertaker set his parents on fire. And having to bury his brother alive, how he sets people on fire, he's abducted countless co-workers. He mentions having a girlfriend named Katie. He enjoys torturing Pete Rose, just all of Kane's, achievements in WWE. And it was just really cool. More Triple H. Then we get R-Truth with Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, because of the anger management classes, is doing much better. He's not yelling at the fans. He's keeping his cool. He actually fist bumps Truth and Little Jimmy. However, Truth makes him lose it. He grabs a mic and says, yes, yes, yes. And he was kind of acting like a dick here because Daniel Bryan was actually doing everything right. And Daniel Bryan snaps. He starts screaming no, and he gets counted out. He gets caught up in the moment. Triple H comes out for his big retirement speech or whatever. His arm's in a cast. Long story short, he doesn't want to retire, but he doesn't know if he can keep going. He thanks the fans. That was it, and it lasted a very long time. And it was pointless. I mean, it would have been fine if it was like, like a legit retirement angle. But we all know he's going to be back, so it was kind of like, whatever. Dolph comes out to Chris Jericho's music, says you will never, ever see Jericho again. Dolph and Del Rio versus Orton and Sheamus. Ricardo throws in the case to Dolph, but Orton stops him from using it. Sheamus hits a bro kick for the win. It was alright. Lawler tells Cena not to interfere in his match. He's got to do this on his own. Kane comes out, and Josh Matthews gets scared and runs away. Kane takes his seat. Kane actually wears the headset, but he doesn't talk. And he watches Zack Ryder versus David Otunga. Ryder hits the Rough Rider for the win. Kane gets in the ring. He's about to chokeslam Ryder. I guess the anger management classes have taught him to control himself so he doesn't chokeslam Ryder. Instead, he chokeslams the heel Otunga. So Punk versus Lawler in a cage match. Before the match, AJ comes out, says Punk will defend against her choice at Night of Champions, John Cena. Well, no shit. What? I mean, Punk said he wanted Cena, so I don't know. Pointless time for AJ to come out. So, we get the cage match. Jerry Lawler taps to the Anaconda Vice. He gets beat up most of the time. We actually get blood in a cage match. Accidental, but still, I'll take it. Punk locks himself in the cage afterwards with Lawler. He just beats the crap out of him. Keeps asking Lawler to call him the best in the world. Lawler says hell no. So Cena comes out, they raise the cage, and Punk takes off. And that was it, really. Like I said, not the best matches or anything like that, but there was some entertaining stuff on this show. I thought Punk was really good in his opening segment. He did mess up a few times, but it was still a pretty good promo he cut on Lawler to get some heat. And I liked the way it ended with Punk just attacking Lawler. This guy who... he's in the Hall of Fame. He's a legend. He's, old. He's not on the roster. And Punk is just beating the crap out of him. And, the Daniel Bryan stuff was great. And I liked how they put a lot of focus on him. So, yeah, it wasn't a bad show or anything like that. But that's it, really. That's my review of this week's Monday Night Raw. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments below. And thanks for watching.